Hey, it's Big Mama.
It's Fat Daddy, big and fat. Today we're going to discuss people's preferences in dating, what race that they prefer.
So first off, you guys see the where I can't point to it. This messy. Yeah, there we go. I can't do this in the camera. This messy on my door. Our favorite little neighbor next door, Vivi. She wants popsicles about 20 times a day, and she comes and smooshes her face. So we forever give up
And
on the
I give
door,
her and I give her a
and we give her a
popsicle every
popsicle
time.
20 times a day. So I have forever give up on that door being clean. Anyway, okay, so preference in dating. So this is something that Dwaylen and I both, long before ever being together, and lots of times since we've been together, have been asked like, "Oh, so you only date black men?" I mean, y'all know I have a white kid, right? So, um, I don't date. I mean, I only date one black man because I'm married to him. But prior to him, there's no, like, I don't have a preference. I don't say, oh, I just like black guys, or oh, I just like white guys, or oh, I just like Mexican guys, or oh, I just there. That's not a thing for me. Um, I like good men. I like men. Not all of them have been very good. But my preference would be a good man. Um, I don't really black or white or brown, or it doesn't really play a preference for me in that.
Yeah, me either. I've dated black women. I've dated white women. I've married white women. Married black women. Um,
Dwayne's been married twice before me.
yeah,
I've been married once before him to a white man.
I was married to before Hope. I was married to a white woman, and before that, a black woman. It's never been a preference. Like when Hope and I got together, it wasn't one of those things where it was like, oh,
Notices.
oh my God, look at that white girl. Gotta have one of those. I dated her because she's Hope, not because she's white.
Right. So let's see. We have been together. How long have we been together? 6 years?
Yes.
Yeah. So 6 years ago, I was told that this was a phase. It's a really long phase. Um, uh, you know, obviously that wasn't the case. Why are you looking at me like that? um, so I recently had this conversation with someone, um, and I want to kind of explain it to y'all, and maybe you can get it. So if someone says, so I asked, like, well, or maybe they told me, I prefer to date black men. So what do you prefer about black men? And their response was, I'm just going to pick out like two things that they said. I mean, there was a whole laundry list of things, but like two of them were funny and confident. So um, I'm sure that I know plenty of black men that are not confident. But I mean, I feel like that's true for most of the um, black men that are in my life, friends and husband and stuff. Confidence and funny is definitely some traits of theirs. So, you know,
So I'm a
mm,
clown. I'm easy.
yes. He likes to say he's not a toy for our amusement. I don't know who told him that, but he definitely is. Um, so but have y'all met Caden? Because confident and funny would definitely be like the top two things to describe him. Um, so I don't, and so when talking to this person, I said, so your preference isn't black men, your preference is funny, confident men. And she was like, oh, I mean, you're right. So, I mean, that's kind of where we are. Like, for us, there's no, you know, I mean, my son is white. I love white men. Uh, I love black men. I love Mexican men. Um, Sadly, I don't think that I'm very close to any Asian men, but I'm sure I would love them too. If I love you, I love you, and I pretty well love everybody. Now, everybody's not for me, but I love everybody.
Yeah, that's
You know.
that's it.
Um, and I think Dwaylen feels the same. You know, like I know he feels the same way. Um, so I don't just because you see someone that is with someone of another race, I don't think that it's a safe assumption to say, oh, well, she only dates black men now, or oh, he only dates white girls now, because that's definitely not true for us.
Yeah,
I mean,
and don't believe the stereotypes, because there is a stereotype out there that's like, if you see a black man and a white woman, there's always that stereotype. Is like, oh well, she only likes black dudes, or and he only likes white women and all that stuff. And it's like
there's also a huge stereotype with black men and white women, that that black men are with white women to so that they can take care of them,
or to get back at the man.
Or yeah. Explain that.
A lot. This goes back a long time ago. Like, and there was a little bit of truth in it when it started, but I don't feel like it is now. But some people think that black men date white women to get back at white people for the wrongs that have been done against black people throughout history. And there may be some ignorant people that date another race for that purpose, but for the most part, that is not true at all.
And there are a lot of things about fetishize. What's that word? Fetishizing,
Fetishizing, I believe, is the
I
word.
don't think I'm saying it right. It doesn't sound right. You know what I mean? Mixed children, and so people will have mixed children with no intention of even being with that race. Like there's all kinds of things that fall into that.
Mixed
That
kids
is
are not an
not
accessory.
always true. And to address the whole like black men being with a white woman so that they can take care of them. We already know. I mean, yes, we own our own business, and I play a part in that. I stay at home and homeschool my children. Dwaylen works 2 jobs. He has his healthcare job, and then he, in our business. He would work 5 jobs if it meant me being able to stay home and take care of the kids.
Yep.
So that for our situation anyway, and that's all that we can speak on. That couldn't be any further from the truth.
Right.
Y'all heard my mama. He's the best thing about me. He is. I don't know. Can you think of anything else? Just love each other. There's so many problems in this world, and worrying about if someone's skin matches or not is just not.
It makes no difference.
It just doesn't make a difference.
If y'all would see our family interact day in and day out, my kids don't care that their dad is black and their mom is white.
Caden, so how old was Caden when we got together?
It's 8, I believe. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Caden, and you guys know that he's on the spectrum, so everything is very black and white with him. There's no gray
Extremely
area.
And he's very literal.
He is 15 now, and he's still, I don't think, and no matter how many times we've explained it to him, fully understands like that a white man and a white woman make a white child, and a black man and a black woman make a black child, and so on and so forth. He doesn't get that. So we were going to meet Dwaylen's family for the first time, and I was like, Dwaylen, like, you need to show me some pictures of your family. And so Dwaylen pulls up a picture of his family, and he's like,
excuse me.
And he's like, your mom's black too? Your brother's black too? You're like,
Caden thinks it's the luck of the
draw.
He
just thinks it's the luck of the draw. Like, you just get whoever God gives you.
Yeah.
And like, I'm going to take a little bit of credit here for this. He has seen that with our friends. We have friends that have biracial children. you know, Dwaylen and I have been friends for 14 years. So even before Dwaylen and I got together, he had seen, Dwaylen and Savannah together. Well, he did not know at that point that Savannah was adopted. He just knew Savannah's dad was black. Um, Savannah.
He, but Caden was playing. Caden was playing with a friend one time. This apartment complex we used to live at, and the little boy was mixed. Him and Caden were outside. Caden was taking out the trash, and they had the dumpsters, but the lid was on it. And Caden couldn't get the lid up to throw the bag in, so I helped him out, and then we talked for a minute, and I went back in the house. And as I'm walking away, I hear Caden's friend ask him, "Is that your dad?" And Caden's like, "Yeah." And the little boy's like, "That's awesome! My dad's black too." And that's it. And they took off running.
Neither one of them had any clue. Like
kids don't care.
Yeah,
they don't care.
Savannah. Tell them about Savannah when she.
Savannah. I still think Savannah doesn't believe us, but.
I wasn't even talking about that, but yeah, go ahead.
But Savannah thought for the longest that she was mixed because I'm black and I'm her daddy. Have been her whole life. So
we explained to her, we were like, okay, so why do you think that? And she said, well, no, I'm adopted, but my dad's black. And so she was really offended when we told her that she was white.
She goes running off. She's like, "No, I'm not. I'm light skinned." So of course she got a new nickname. So we call her Light Skinned Lucy.
Yeah. So no, I was gonna have you tell them about when y'all left my house.
This is before we got together, and we were we've been best friends forever.
Again, I was married to a white man at the time,
and so we'd gone to Hope's house to eat and hang out and stuff. And her and Caden played, had fun. We left. Savannah just starts bawling. She's sitting in the back seat just bawling. I'm like, "Baby, what's wrong?" And she's like, "I just feel so bad for Caden because both his parents are white." I'm like,
because his dad's black. His dad's white.
Because his dad's white. And because for her, it's like, because, I've been married before and my ex-wife is white. And so for Savannah, that's normal for her. The dynamic is daddy's black and the mom's white.
Yeah.
So, but she was boo-hooing. I mean, I thought she had hurt herself or something back there. Nope, she was upset because Caden's dad was white.
And Abby will tell you that she is white, WIPE, white, and black. And her daddy has taught her the black hand side and the white hand side. And so that's why she will tell you that she's black and white. For a while, she would not. She just said that she was black. Because when we would ask her, so she wanted to tell us what everyone's color, like the color of everything, not just people, but everything. And our dog, Molly, is black and white, and she's like polka dotted. She's
not a Dalmatian.
She's spotted. She's spotted. So to her, she would look at her skin like, I don't have spots. And so finally, she's starting to understand the concept a little bit. Anyway, but our kids, they just don't care.
No.
I mean, we don't care.
Savannah got into an argument one time with this little girl at school because I came to Dads and Donuts at her school, and one of her little friends, this little black girl, was like, "Who's that?" And Savannah's like, "That's my daddy." And the little girl's like, "No, it's not." And Savannah's like, "Yes, it is."
She said, "That's not your real dad."
Yeah, she's like, that's not your real dad." And Savannah's like, "Yes, it is." And the little girl's like, "How?" And Savannah's like, "Because I said so."
She might have been a little bossy back then, too.
Back then.
She's still a little bossy. So. But yeah, so we have, I don't know, I think we have a pretty diverse group of friends, and our kids are just kind of exposed to everything, and Caden, it was such a black and white world. He just doesn't get it, and he don't care. to get it. To him, it just, I mean, whatever color kid you get, is what you get.
Yep.
He doesn't.
And if he likes you, he likes you. If he don't, he don't.
Right.
It doesn't matter what race you are. It makes no difference to Kate. It makes no difference to any of our kids.
I feel like he really likes everybody.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, he doesn't like aggravating too much.
Yeah, he
doesn't.
But
But as long as
he likes to aggravate, but he don't like.
But he likes to dish it out, but not take it.
Yeah.
So, well, could you think of anything else for this?
No.
No.
No, can't think about it.
So preferences, characteristics. I mean, for us anyway, qualities, characteristics, personality, not color.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope it is for y'all too.
Personality will get you a long way. Trust me, I know. A good personality will get you a long way.
Mm-hmm. Do you think you have a good personality?
Yes.
Yeah. What about me? Do I have a good personality?
Of course, baby.
I'm a delight.
A peach.
Yes. I'm very delightful. Why are you about to laugh at me?
I wasn't about to laugh at you. I agreed with you.
Mm-hmm. I told my granny that I was delightful.
She laughed at her.
Mm-hmm.
Her granny laughed at her.
She
said, "Now ho."
She said, "Now ho." That's why you lied. So, well, this conversation went astray. I don't have a list. That's why. I told y'all I have to have a list, or
don't need a list. This is how the video should be. Just us being us.
Yeah. And a big shout out to Fifi for having them kids again tonight.
Yeah.
And what is today?
Today's Tuesday. She's got them again tomorrow.
And tomorrow night. Yeah, they're coming home on Thursday.
Good looking out, Fifi.
So they may make her crazy before then.
No.
Dwayne said no. He's making a mistake.
No. I already told her what to do.
I think she took this. Did they go shopping with her today? Maybe.
I think the girls did.
Yeah. So she's brave. She's a good one. We love her. You guys haven't, I mean, she was in the video the other day. So for those of you who don't know who Fifi is, she's my best friend. She came into, maybe I should do a whole nother video on this. Anyway, I'm going to do a whole nother video with her. But she's my best friend. She came into my life when Caden was about 8 months old. And I'm 11 years younger than you. And she's 11 years younger than me.
Yeah.
So we call her our big kid. So her little boy Kyson, that's our grandkid. We're Big Mama and Fat Daddy to him. So,
or Gaga, he copies Abby.
Yeah. Abby calls Dwayne and Gaga, and so they pulled up yesterday, and he started Gaga. So, all right, you guys have a great night.
If you know better,
do better.
See you later.
Bye.